Hey everyone, and welcome back. Now, today we're going to be talking about why I think AI actually needs crypto to be successful. Now, obviously, maybe there could be some caveats here or there, but overall, from like an AI agent type of economy, something that we've been kind of seeing a lot talked about and discussed and a lot of that type of stuff frequently, I do think we need crypto kind of as the foundation for that. So I want to talk a little bit more about that, give a little bit more information as to why I think that's the case, and go on and kind of move on through there. But before we do that, I did want to take a look at crypto bubbles just because we can see kind of overall things looking down on the day. We have seen AI agents, kind of the AI sector overall within crypto actually running pretty decently. We can see virtuals up on the day while almost everything else is down. We do have a couple greens here and there. We are still green on the week though. So overall, that's looking pretty good. We can see, another AI token, AIXBT, doing really, really well over the past week. So things looking good there. Virtuals also doing well also. Given that we're talking about the AI space overall, I want to also take a quick look at the Virtuals token. We can see Virtuals is basically holding all-time highs, pulling a little bit back from the ultimate all-time highs. We did see they kind of tested and maybe got rejected, but given that we're seeing such strength out of a token in a relatively overall weak market, most alts are bleeding. Bitcoin is dropping pretty decently. We're seeing an overall kind of pullback and consolidation type of phase. The fact that we're seeing a token, any token at all, do something like this is pretty impressive. And so, things looking really good for the Virtuals token overall, holding all-time highs, again, continually being a good thing. Also, if we do look at kind of the general trend, very much an overall uptrend going on here with higher highs and higher lows consistently being put in, which is really good to see. If you are interested in trading Virtuals or Bitcoin, Ethereum, anything for that matter, just feel free to use my link in the description below for BTCC. I am continuing to work with BTCC just because they do have this really, really awesome 10% bonus on first-time deposits. It's basically free money, so if you are looking for a new place to trade, it is a really, really good option if that is something you're looking for. This is in addition to the extra bonuses of up to $10,055 per user, which is also great to see. Also, they've been around for 13 years, so definitely not like a here today, gone tomorrow type of exchange. They also do have the 300 plus crypto futures, so pretty much anything you're willing or you're looking to trade, they probably have it listed. And if they don't, they probably will within the next week or so. Also, they do up to 500x leverage. Again, I would strongly discourage using this level of leverage just because it can be extremely risky. But if you have some sort of strategy that maybe I'm not aware of or something that requires 500x leverage, I can't imagine what that would be. But if you did have that, they do have that available. Otherwise, though, just remember leverage can be risky. So make sure you do understand what you're doing. Also, no VPN or KYC necessary, which is something that can also be a benefit if that is something that you're looking for. Now, what we can also see is CoinGecko has actually put together a category for AI agent coins, and we can see total it's about 12.6 billion, a pretty small market cap overall, but some definitely we've seen some traction here, right? So obviously Artificial Superintelligence Alliance being one of them, they're kind of the OG to the space, I would say, at least at this point in time. Haven't done particularly well over the past month. Obviously here we do have Virtuals. Virtuals has done insane, really doing quite well overall. We can also see there is even just a Virtuals protocol ecosystem category. So if you're looking to stay within the Virtuals protocol specifically, that's another option. We can see AIXBT. We've talked about how this one has been doing really well over the past couple weeks. AIXBT is kind of the top one that's been running on Virtuals itself. We can see almost a $500 million market cap here and up 138% over the past 30 days. And there's a lot of other ones here. We've got Game, again, another one by Virtuals, Fala, Pal, Freysa, Humans. There's a lot of these that are actually on Virtuals, which is pretty impressive. But we can also see some down here that are much smaller. And this could potentially be where we see some of those next kind of boom tokens, like something like a Virtuals or something like that. Again, this is where you kind of need to go in and do your own research and kind of look for some of these small cap gems if that is something that you're looking for. Obviously, Virtuals, a month or 2 months or even three months ago probably would have been sitting down here somewhere, and you would have had to pick it out kind of amongst all the others. And so that is kind of the thing where it's really easy to see in hindsight, but looking at it currently, we do have some in this range that probably could run pretty hard. We just need to figure out which they might be, right? And so that's always kind of quite literally the $1 million question. So if that is something you're interested in, I would say probably CoinGecko is a good way to get started if you are looking for low market cap gems potentially. Also, you could even just go to virtuals. We've been on the virtual site before. You could even just go there, take a look at their ecosystem specifically. You could even look at like artificial superintelligence lines. I believe they're also a marketplace. You could go and look for specific coins from there as well. There's a lot of different options for how to find them. Another thing I was also going to show you guys today is a tweet where we can see this person's essentially like high conviction plays, a lot of things from within the virtuals ecosystem, including the virtuals token itself, but also AI16Z and Zerabro here also. We can see a couple others as well. But one thing that I was mainly looking to show you guys on this tweet is that we can see that there's this person is definitely following a lot of the same kind of logic that I am following as well. As we can see that they're essentially assuming that this could potentially be the NFTs of this cycle. We can see last cycle every NFT was essentially just mooning immediately. So I do think that there is the possibility that, you know, potentially we see that with AI agents. We can see obviously NFT Mania won't be quite the same as the AI agent bubble, which again, history never repeats, but it usually does rhyme. So I don't think we're going to be seeing the exact same thing, but I think we'll probably be able to see something very similar. And this is a lot of what this person's going over. Again, I have liked and reposted this, so if this is something that you're kind of wanting to take a closer look into, I do have the link to my X or my Twitter account in the description as well. So if you are wanting to go check out this post, and also one thing I wanted to kind of refer you to as well is we can see there's a lot of people dropping different tickers in the comments. Now this is something where, again, you have to be incredibly careful because usually comment sections have a decent chunk of scams in there, and there's people obviously trying to pump their own bags and do that type of thing. But overall, you know, this can be sometimes a pretty good place to find some potential like low cap gems, just because, you know, if somebody has a low cap gem that they think is cool that they're trying to get this person to see, then obviously they would post it here, and then you could kind of look from there. So overall, you know, like I said, you have to be very, very careful when doing that. But generally, I mean, this can be a very good place to find low cap gems, because if you find somebody who knows what they're doing, seems to have a pretty decent sense of the space, I would say this person appears to kind of have that off of kind of first glance, just because of their write-up, how they're understanding and how they're kind of looking at the overall space. We can see that they're talking about virtuals doing 50 million in revenue in the last 90 days and how that is kind of a benefit and a reasoning for as to why the virtuals coin has done so well. It shows to me that like they understand the space pretty well overall, and they get kind of the larger mechanics of what's going on within the AI space. And so to me, like, at least this indicates that this person may potentially know what they're talking about. And in that case, you know, if some of these people are trying to show them some coins, we can see, you know, noted will explore these tickers. So, you know, this person's looking into all of these just like we could be as well. And so this can be a way to, you know, kind of find that alpha and find the gems before they blow up, because especially, you know, I don't actually know how many followers this person has. 118,000. Okay, so they're very like much mainstream. So when they're posting about it, it's definitely going to move the market. You're gonna essentially wanting to be trying to like find these before they post about them, because at that point, that's when we're going to start to see, you know, a lot of pretty meaningful gains overall. And so anyway, that's a little bit about how to find some of these low market cap gems, how you could potentially look a little bit further, find more of what's actually going on within the space. You know, that's generally kind of how you do it. Those are a couple good places to start. But also going back to what the purpose of this video is, I want to talk a little bit more about why I think AI needs crypto to be successful, and how we can actually see this pretty clearly within the AI agent paradigm that we are seeing currently within crypto. Because ultimately, the main thing that an AI agent needs is it needs an ability to do stuff, right? And so if it needs the ability to do stuff, and that stuff includes anything financial, it's really easy if they're built in crypto, because all you have to do is get them a wallet and seed the wallet, and now they can go interact with smart contracts, they can go buy tokens, sell tokens, trade tokens, stake, anything that any of us could do on crypto, essentially, right? I mean, it's very, very easy to do that because everything's on chain. It's very easy to interact with all this different type of stuff. Now, if you think about trying to interact, let's say, with more of the traditional finance system, it makes it a little bit more difficult because it's not open source, right? A lot of this is gated behind various different, like, essentially firewalls, right? Like if I want to go interact with Chase, I would need to go make like a Chase API. And then if I want to go interact with Wells Fargo, I need to go make a Wells Fargo API. And then if I want to move my Chase money to, you know, Merrill Lynch on like a money market account, then I need to go create some sort of thing to do that. And then sooner or later, you're having to create this sort of like interaction or integration between everything. But if you have crypto, you don't need to do that, right? All you need to do is seed the wallet with USDC, And then they can essentially do anything that USDC allows you to do, including staking, lending, swapping, withdrawing, receiving, all of this type of stuff. And so this is something that I think really is a massive benefit to crypto. And one of the reasons why decentralized AI may, at least currently and potentially, have a little bit more of an advantage over more centralized AI is because they're already kind of built on crypto, with crypto being the foundation. Now, that's not to say that everything has to be decentralized, but I could see a world in even which centralized AI is being used, it will need to use crypto as a foundation because it needs that ability to be able to permissionlessly and seamlessly interact with just the internet in general on how to do stuff. Think about if we have an AI agent that is a travel guide, right? So I talk to this AI agent that, Chat GPT travel version. I say, hey, I want to book a trip to somewhere in Europe. Please do that. My budget is $1,000. They say, okay, yeah, cool. We're going to go here. It's going to be this long, flights for this, do this, that, this, whatever else. It's going to go through and plan it all, right? Now that could be the first step because ChatGPT can essentially do that right now, right? But what if we could take it a step further and we could say, okay, well, actually go book it for me and just do all the things. And I just need to show up to the airport and then my trip's ready to go. Well, AI agents could do that with crypto. Again, assuming all of these sites were able to accept crypto and all this type of stuff. But that this AI agent, you could essentially send $1,000 to this wallet and they'll go take your $1,000 and book this and buy that and do this and reserve that and whatever else. And so then you basically just have to go and show up and it's all done for you. This is very, very a reasonably attainable vision for the future of what an AI agent could do. And it would be easier to do that because of crypto. And so that to me is a thing that I think is really, really interesting and why I think AI needs crypto, because of that type of situation. Without crypto, you would have to essentially build integrations into all of the different places you could possibly imagine booking something, where if they essentially just adopt crypto, it makes it much, much easier and much more efficient for the overall market. And so that's kind of why I think crypto has that advantage overall. I'd be interested to hear your guys' thoughts as well about kind of what your thoughts are with AI agents overall, potentially also, do they need crypto, do they not need crypto, all that type of stuff. If you want to drop a comment in the comment sections below, I'd be really interested in hearing your comments and feedback in terms of what you think about this and what your opinions are. Also, hopefully you found the information in this video useful, because if you did, please do give me a like and subscribe, because it really, really does help me out. Also, I'm always continually trying to grow my channel. So if you would want to support me in doing that, a like and a subscribe really, really does go a long way. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.